Are you starting a business? Do you ever wonder about the role of choosing a programming language for that business? I'm Bruce, and we are Grokin. I used to make the suggestion that people should choose the simplest language that would work. And I guess that advice still holds, but back when I gave that advice, most of the problems that we were solving were taking a big fat relational database and babysitting it with a big fat web UI that was simple request and response. But that's generally not what we're building anymore. In most of the systems that we're building today, there's still a web UI or at least a more complex mobile UI in front of a database-backed system, but there are other elements as well. There are additional data sources, and there is this AI or machine learning component that comes into play. And integrating with such systems across programming language or incorporating those systems within our programming languages is a much more difficult problem than we've been dealing with in the past. And what that means is that we need to bring more sophisticated languages at a higher level of abstraction to play. Basically, we need to be building with bigger Legos or we're dead. Like food, programming languages have a shelf life. And the shelf life is not measured in terms of the half-life of the nutrients in those jars. This shelf life is measured in terms of complexity. The more complexity that we demand out of our programmers, the better and the sharper the tools that we have to give them. So when you hear your developers say things like concurrency and functional programming, you ought to hear that these are sharper tools that can be applied to solve more complex problems. This is Bruce, and we are Grokin.